Hi, my name's Ady. This is my wife Teresa, and this is our 2015 Sprinter van. Bought it a couple of years ago, September 2020, and it's taken about 6 months to complete, but it's never complete. Obviously, everybody's got a budget. When I bought this van, I bought it for £12,000 as a panel van. I was watching van prices go up and up and up, and they're still getting higher. They're not going down. People can't get vans at the moment. They're not being manufactured because of the problem with silicon chips. I'd say try and buy the best van you can for your budget. When it comes to the build, we started off with a budget of about 12 grand, so we was going to spend the same amount on the build as the van. That was our thoughts. You can get carried away. We have got carried away, but we are retiring. We've made our money in the past. I know a lot of van builders are youngsters that are starting to build. There's ways of saving money, but you can get carried away with your budget, and I have. Right, come into the van and have a look around. I started the build around the toilet bathroom because it was quite important for both me and my wife, as we're in our 60s, unfortunately. So I needed a nice wide shower because I'm nice and wide. So I needed room to be able to move my shoulders around because most showers would be quite tight, like a phone box. So now we can move around in the shower and the van at the same time because I've built it all on the same level. We got a screen from America, which was expensive but good. It's self-cleaning as well. Obviously got hot and cold running water. Got 100 litres of water in the boot and 70 litres holding tank underneath. Everything is lagged because I've built this for skiing as well. Because believe it or not, I can ski. Even though I'm a little bit on the large side. The toilet is inside a cupboard, but the cupboard pulls out into the shower room, so we can use the toilet whenever we want and still have the room. But we didn't want the toilet constantly in our kitchen, so you can just tuck it away. A full cooker with oven and grill and 4 burners, because we do like to cook fresh when we're away if we can. A nice big sink with a chopping board, so it all doubles up. When you're building a van, I think you have to think like everything's got to be like a Swiss Army knife. Everything's got to have 2 or 3 uses, otherwise you do run out of room and you also go overweight. So that's quite important to do that. The shower also doubles up as a shower, so it can go outside for the dogs. Then all the way through, we've got plenty of cupboards with pull-out drawers. In the back, I've got a lot of my controls. So the water levels for the tanks, the gas levels, 4-way security cameras. So they go all around the van, so I can see what's going on outside, because we do free camp 99% of the time. It's very rare we go on a site. It's connected to the internet through another camera, which is connected to the cloud. Gives me, I think I think these cameras give you about 20 seconds of filming each time as it uploads, so you can always see if somebody's getting in your van, basically. Again, we went. This is a going through the build. Everything had to be quite big because we enjoy a drink, we enjoy our food, we like ice in our drinks. You know, if you're gonna do something, try and do it to your budget, but keep in mind that if you're going to live in the van or spend months in the van at a time, you do want to be comfortable. The bed, we sleep crossways. I can just about stretch out because I've left one side with less lagging on it, so it's just giving us a little bit of extra space. Got, you know, reading lights, phone chargers, 240 volt sockets through the inverter, and then a nice skylight. People will tell you it's so you can see the stars at night and look up through it, but to tell the truth, you can't see much. But yeah, it's still nice to get the natural light in, and these always come with the shades. This build was done by myself, nobody else, and it's all been done on my driveway without a workshop. So the whole build's been done with a jigsaw, a circular saw, and a power driver. I've had no specialist tools, Black & Decker workmate, that's it. The main build, wood-wise, is a poplar ply, which is the lightest ply you can get, which is still quite strong. Again, it's expensive, but it is literally half the weight of a normal sheet of plywood. The worktops are bamboo and they're thin, so again, they're nice and light. Yeah, they're nice and light, and they're really hard wearing because this is a year, and yeah, no rings, cut rings yet. It's just oiled. Just oil it every now and again. Once you move into your van, you do find that you need a lot more room than you think. So you tend to pick up, you know, oh, I need a shelf there, I need a box here, I need a basket here, and you can literally just cover every inch of space with, you know, where you keep stuff. Just keep your space, like I say, like a Swiss Army knife. Everything has to fit into each other. Don't forget the laundry. That's really important. A lot of people seem to forget all about laundry. So what we've done is got a pull-out step to get up into the bed, which does help because we're both quite, you know, we're not as agile as we used to be. So we can both get into bed nice and easy, jump down, and the step then doubles up as a laundry basket. Also, the water heater runs on gas. The gas tank is underslung. Not had any trouble getting gas like most people so far. Seems okay. We've had to travel to get gas occasionally, but you can still get it. The water heater is a Truma water heater. It holds 10 litres of water, I think it is, which is enough for 2 short showers. A lot of people say they can shower for hours in them and whatever, but 2 short showers, a bit of washing up, it's absolutely fine. Using the gas with a full cooker, the heating, we go and top up with gas, thinking that we're going to put 10 quid's worth in or whatever, and when we get there, we manage to squeeze like £2.50 in. So, you know, the gas seems to work really well. Hopefully we can carry on using it with what's going on in the world, but we can go electric if we want on the cooking with the power we got. I've gone down the Victron line. It is expensive, but it is, in my opinion and most people's opinion, the best system you can get. Insulation is wall in the walls. It's made from recycled discs, CDs, apparently. So it's recycled. It's wall, but it's like a plastic wall. It's good because if it gets wet, the water seems to run off of it. So it's not like a normal insulation where it's going to soak up the water, because unfortunately Sprinter vans do tend to leak a little bit like a sieve. But luckily this is a nice dry one. The ceiling's got 35mm of insulation on it. The floor's got 35mm of insulation, which then that 35mm with the wood has given me the depth of the shower tray. So the shower tray is just sat on 5mm of rubber insulation. We have been out in the snow and storms, but once we get skiing, the only thing that's going to freeze is the water under the tank. But if you're that's the only time we're going to probably park up to purpose-built places, because then you can use an outside shower, you know, and it helps with that. But I think as long as it doesn't go to say below -3 or 4, I think the whole van should stay frost-free, and it is proper toasty with the heating on. It's unbelievably warm. Warmer than our house. In fact, the whole van is better than our house. Yeah, we went for swivel seats rather than put a bulkhead in, even though the bulkhead does keep the van warmer and cooler. We got thermal curtains which go across. We got blinds for the windows, but what this does by swiveling the seats is gives us this whole area with a lagoon table for eating on, but literally you can sit here, relax, put your feet up. We use the box again, as I say, like the Swiss standing knife box. It gets us up onto bed. It's for our laundry, but then the box can come out and we use that as a footrest. We sit here in the evenings, hopefully looking out at beautiful sunsets. And sometimes you look out and it might only be a factory unit, but you know, that's the way it is. But yeah, it's a nice way to do it. We don't intend to live in the van full time, but we are going to be doing at least 3 monthly, maybe even 6-month trips in the future. Would I have built anything different? The only thing I would do differently is, I think we are both in our 60s. I think we probably got 10 years of life in this van. I think if and when hopefully we get to 70 and we're still vanning, which we do intend to, we absolutely love it, I would go for a bigger build, as in like a horse box type thing. So you got a little bit more room. You can have the bed down lower. Yeah, just make things easier. But actually with the build itself, not really anything different. When you build your van, I would recommend when you build something quite substantial, say like put the cooker in, make some cupboards, put the fridge in, always take your van out for a run, because there's nothing, when I have done this, there's nothing worse than building a rattle. If you build in a rattle and you've completely finished the build and then you've got a rattle, you have no idea where that rattle comes from. So if you do a small part of the build, take it down a bumpy track. If there's no rattles, then carry on with the next part of the build. Just something I thought of. I don't know whether anybody else thinks of it, but when I'm driving, it drives me insane if I can hear a rattle. Yeah, the other thing that I've tried to think about in the build is we were looking at buying a retirement home in Spain, so in the winter we could be in a warmer climate, because my wife's got fibromyalgia and it does play her up, gives her a lot of pain, especially in the winter. So when we do go away, hopefully we're going to be going to warmer climates. Even though I'm talking about skiing, my wife doesn't ski, We found a place in Spain where we can park up on the coast, and within an hour and a half you're in the Sierra Nevada mountains and I'm skiing. Teresa can be reading a book in the warm and I can be not trying to break a leg in the cold. Right, on the outside, what I've done is use sumo springs just to lift the van a little bit, and then I've done over springs as well. It just allows you to have a bigger tyre and a bigger wheel. Obviously these are for off-road. It's 2-wheel drive. In the boot we have got, like all boots and all garages full of rubbish, I've got a full Victron system. It's a 2000 watt inverter. I've got solar panel from the roof, 200 watts of lithium battery and a battery to battery charger. Victron equipment all talks to each other, so they marry up with each other. If you're going to be using different products from different companies, I think you could fall into a bit of a trap where you're still spending quite good money, but if they don't work with each other, you're going to come across a few problems. I used a company called Energy Monkey, who did the very final setup on it on a computer, so it goes through a BMS system and it can be talked to anywhere in the world by them, so they can sort things out. Water tank, as I said before, it's 100 litres. Litter pickers, if you don't have litter pickers in your van, you need to be shot, because you have to pick up everybody else's rubbish as you're going around. And that will save park ups, especially in England, because they're just going to close park ups up if people leave them in a mess. So if you're out parking up, you see some litter, pick it up, put it in your bin, take it home or take it to a recycling place. Also in the boot I've done the refill part, so that's for the water. This is a outdoor shower for washing down bikes, whatever you want to put in here, skateboards, obviously skis. My skis will fit right through, and also I've put the hook up in the boot and the cable just comes in through the bottom of the door. I've never had to hook up yet in a year. Hopefully I will never have to hook up because of the amount of power I got on the roof. It's 500 watts, just short of. It's been working fine. Yeah, being older and living van life, it is harder when you're older, without a doubt. You're not as agile as some of the youngsters we watch on YouTube. We love watching all the youngsters. It's great to see what we call them the girls out there with all the young lads, the couples. They're just having a ball out there. Scotland, Turkey, they're all over the shop. But for people that are watching YouTubes and they think that they can't do it because they're over 50 or over 60 or even 70, you can do it. You can build it, you can put your mind to it, you can build it, but you can still, over 60, you can still get on your bike. You can get electric bikes, helps you out. I can still ski. Just yesterday I used what they call a one-wheeler at this show we're at, and yeah, I mean I can snowboard, so I can use a one-wheeler. A lot of people might look at them on YouTube and think, oh, I'll never be able to do that because I'm 45 or I'm 50. No, you can. As long as you got your mind in the right place, you can do whatever you want. And that's really important, especially in this world today. Go out there and do whatever you want, as long as it's legal. enjoyed the tour. I'd just like to thank all the other YouTubers that helped us with the build. And if anybody sees us out and about on the road, we do a lot of wild camping, and we'll be doing more shows. So thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.